Hi, I'm Steve Carrillo, and today we are in St. Joseph, Missouri, where we are going to be touring 809 Hall Street. "140 years ago, a local architectural firm of Eckel and Mann built and designed a home to stun. Known as the Ogden Mansion, it was built in 1885. It was built for Colonel Nathan Ogden and his wife Elmarine Ogden. And since then, there has only been 5 other owners. These owls, all of them were just replaced. A lot of them had been dilapidated. They had one good one. They actually came in and replaced 10 of them. The owls on the outside of the house is something that's going to be a theme that is carried throughout the entire house. But as you can see behind me, the property behind us, this Italianate, that actually comes with the sale of this home. Known as the Garth House, it is an antebellum home, which just simply means it predates the Civil War. Being one of the oldest homes on Hall Street, the Italianate home was built in 1856, has a very soothing and beautiful color palette, decorating the home. The outside has been redone. The inside, taken all the way down to the studs. Also, the carriage house has been upgraded to 3 income-producing units for long-term tenants. As you can see right here, these granite columns, there's 21 of them. Very beautiful, very shiny. It's very masculine. It's just an incredible thing to behold. One of the beautiful things that's right here in this walkway that you see is this beautiful granite and marble. It's checkered, has a really pleasing pattern to it, which leads you up the staircase, up to the front door. So before we go in, I want to share a little bit about the house. It's 9,850 square feet, 8 bedrooms, 6 full baths, 4 halves, sits on a lot size of 1¼ acres, and is listed for $3 million. I want to thank the team at Living KC for arranging this tour. I'll have all of the contact information at the end of the video. So let's go in. One of the things that we see that named after the house, to why the house is named what it is, the Shakespeare Chateau, is absolutely this gorgeous Shakespeare Chateau relief. It has a bronze finish on it. It fits right in there above the mantle. It's unlike anything that you can possibly imagine. There's a lot of different books in there. Alicia, you might be a lot better than I am, but you've got the theater mass. You've got a gargoyle, you got ships, the dagger that's right there. Wasn't that Romeo and Juliet? Did that happen? Did she take her life?
They were poisoned on Romeo and Juliet. That's probably from Macbeth.
So definitely one of the most conversational pieces in this room. And now as we shift our eyes upward, we get a great view of the cherry coffered ceiling. Plaster panels are inside each one, hit with a gilding to really highlight some of the detail that's on those panels. On the cross beams of the cherry, we have these hand-carved rosettes. And yet, despite everything that's going on in this entryway, it all seems to work. I mean, it is so beautiful. The cherry wood is so rich. I mean, this whole entryway is just dripping with quality craftsmanship. Hanging right in the center is probably one of the most finest examples of the Gilded Age light fixtures. Okay, the next thing I want to point us to, this stained glass, there are 4 pieces just in this lobby. The beautiful thing is that makes up the big collection of glass that's here. It's one of the few pieces that's actually under a porch. And this lobby just oozes with beauty. Then we're going to take it down here. The acoustic tile that you see here on the floor is absolutely something to behold. Each one, believe it or not, almost has this design as though it is a carpet, if you will. So you have one here that is the main foyer. You have one in the front bay window, that makes 2. You actually have one over here that is the entranceway to the side, and on the other side of the door you have a 5th one. So you have all of these patterns in here. I really wanted to take a moment and highlight this fireplace. This fireplace just has so much going on. You got the serpentine top, you've got the rosettes on the side, all hand carved, of course. You've got the cast iron fire plate here. You have all of this beautiful tile work in here. There is so much character in here. This room right here, I've always wanted a front lobby like this in my home because, well, why not? So just when you think that it couldn't get any better, but the stained glass, the ceiling, all of the bronze plates, the Shakespeare relief that's up there, the tile work that's in here now, this grand staircase, which absolutely is something that you have to see in person to behold. 2 dragons guarding, Shakespeare looking down on it. Alicia, let's come in here and take a look at this. This is probably one of the most unbelievable rooms based on the wallpapers. So this is Zuber wallpaper. Founded in 1797, it uses hand-carved wood blocks for the printing process. The particular pattern that's in this room is called the El Dorado. It was hand-carved in 1848. It uses 1,554 blocks, 210 colors, and in 6 to 12 months, the entire thing is completed. So if you're considering buying one of these for your project, just know it is an excellent investment. And that's because its value increases over the years. So if you remove it from the walls, it can be resold. So this technique of hand-carved wood blocks really gives them the rank of being a true work of art.
Hey, do I understand that Zuber is, like, they still have it on their website? This exact wallpaper.
They still have it on their website. You can still get it. The actual wood blocks that were used to make this is in their basement. They can actually pull them out and do it. And from what I understand, if this was to be reproduced in this room, the entire thing, it'd be about $65,000.
It's that stunning and a work of art. It stood the test of time, huh?
Well, not only did it stand the test of time, you have to keep in mind that in World War I and World War II, a lot of these big Victorian homes, there had to be a way to generate income as the husband went off to war, and they had to figure out how to generate income. This room that we are standing in right now was an actual apartment. The fact that this was put in here and at no time, no one painted over it. It wasn't destroyed. Because if it was painted over, no one would even know that it was Zuber wallpaper. It would have been ripped off. Someone would have thrown vinegar on it to get it down and repaint it. And so much of the glamour of that Victorian touch of this type of wallpaper is really unmatched anywhere in the United States.
It's a real treasure.
It is a real treasure. Now with this room right here, the woodwork is mahogany. You got this beautiful fireplace right here. We get to enjoy the benefit. Come on over here, Alicia. Just to see these leaves, these oak leaves and the roses that are carved in here, it's really something that is really, again, to be able to touch this and feel it and know that someone hand carved this is just gorgeous. Again, the green tile. This particular one has the birds. Before we head into the next room, I want to point a couple details out. Number one, it is the Gilded Age light fixture, one of the original ones. Also, the ceiling. The ceiling is something that is plaster, and the very fact that it is all plaster leaves me really the question. It's like, how did they get that to go up there? Because when you take a look at all of the trimming, all of the bullseyes that are up there, like there's no seams in it. Like it's not in blocks. Do you know what I mean, Alicia?
That took a while.
So however they did that, that's very cool. Okay, let's go ahead and go into the formal dining room. As with all of these rooms, well, at least down here, you have pocket doors. You have one to your right. You have one that's in front of me. You have one that goes and divides the hallway from the formal dining room, and the room that's across, also divided from the women's parlor to the hallway. This side of the pocket door is mahogany. Coming into this room, the woodwork that is oak, this side of the door is oak. So too, follow me over here. This side is mahogany. Coming in here, because it's cherry, the wood in here is cherry. Very cool. Just small little details like that, that when you look at that and you see it and you understand it, it's like, oh wow, that is a great class. Very nice touch. What I really like about the floor that's in the formal dining room is really just a parquet. The way everything is cut out. The wood that we have in here is an oak tethered up with walnut. Now, if you come in here, what I do want to highlight is something that is just mind-blowing. At the time that the current owner bought this house, there was about 1 inch of water in this room. This floor was getting expanded. And to think that, you know, it got saved. Because this is the formal dining room, you've got 2 paneled glass, stained glass, displaying cornucopia, pineapple. You have grapes in there. You have apple. Now, this right here, I know there's no women in there, so let's take a look at this. Come on in here, Alicia, and take a look at this. You got this one right here, stained glass is in there. And we got the men's restroom. Let's take a look at this. I really like the men's restroom. It's very cool. I love the color. I love the pictures that they have in there. Very cool. Then this pier mirror right here is really something special. It's neoclassic, it's hand carved, it's gilded, and it comes from an estate of one of the families that put this city on the map. The other beautiful thing is an actual painting is in here. Alicia, if you come up here and get this. The third doorway, in this doorway, come with me, comes into the women's parlor. When you're in the hallway and you come in here, this is the first thing you see. So all of the woodwork in this room is dressed out in walnut. We have the walnut fireplace, eloquently designed tile illustrating two birds eating berries, surrounding the firebox insert, which was designed to burn coal, and framing all of that in, you've got the egg and spoon. But what really gets the attention is the stained glass of Athena. So here we have Athena with her usual spear in one hand and a lamp in the other. The lamp symbolizing knowledge, education, bringing one out of darkness and into enlightenment. So coming out of the women's parlor, I want to bring your focus and your attention to this light fixture right here, because this is the third and final light fixture that is original to the home. Has a very Moroccan feel, the colors. To get underneath it and look up is a different experience with how the light goes through the colored glass versus if you're analyzing it from here. So you have this royal feel, a king's crown versus what's underneath it. It's almost like this UFO. Okay, let's make our way to the kitchen where the heart of the house is. So this is the room, this is the place where smells are created, fragrances go up to the room. Early morning, it's where we congregate. It's why these chairs are here, because what it does is it invites people down. The smells that go up in the morning, wondering what it is, it's comfort, it's hospitality. So Alicia, come in here, I have something that's super cool I want to share. So this hearth right here, this was covered up for probably, I'm going to say 60 years. And it wasn't until owners came along in 1991, started tearing things apart and discovered this. And it's really became an incredible feature of the kitchen. Right here, beautiful island, lots of room to work, lots of room for people to gather around for coffee. If that's something you want to welcome them to do, or you want to keep them in the dining room, but hospitality is everything. All the dishes, by the way, for an Airbnb, everything stays here. All the recipes stay with you. Nice. What is it that you like again?
The Bananas Foster.
Yes, absolutely awesome. Well. Look who's the party crasher.
And there's the lady herself. Hey,
right in the middle of your shop.
Isabel, can you talk to us about how this kitchen is outfitted to perform? I see you got
the kitchen is all ready and available to serve events up to 50 people. weddings and baby and bridal showers, business meetings, luncheons, all that sort of thing. Fully equipped with dishes and cookware and servingware, everything that you need, linens, of course, everything you need to serve those big events.
I see this commercial dishwasher over here. That makes life easier, I bet.
90 seconds from in to out.
Is that right? Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, really, it's the only way when you've got, plates and dishes from 50 people.
For
Yeah.
It's the only way to deal with the dishes, yeah.
Alicia, come over here real quick. I want to get this shot where the staircase is framed in the archway of this, because this is really just beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Fun. Love it. Fun.
Okay, we're going to make our way upstairs now, so go ahead and follow me. This is really great. I love this swing door here going into the formal dining room. Breakfast. It's just really, I love the sounds of it. It's everything that the character of an old house. Go ahead and follow me. Coming through the formal dining room, going back through the music room. I'm with my two friends, the two dragons, guarding the staircase going upstairs. This is really the staircase that just on the other side of this is where you saw the painted name of the individual who actually built the staircase and the date. So what I want you to come with me going up the staircase is just listen to the sound of the staircase. I just love these sounds, so come on. Listen to that. I just love it. Like no one's sneaking out of this house at night to go see a boyfriend or girlfriend. It just isn't going to happen. Okay, this right here, this landing, this is absolutely the most highest quality of stained glass in the United States. Now, the reason I know that is because the Metropolitan Museum of Art informed us that it was. Okay, Alicia, come on in here. I want to show this piece of stained glass here. The story behind this glass is that someone had come in to do some repair work. As they were coming up the staircase, the ladder right here hit her face right here and cracked it. The owner really wanted to replace this and have it completely restored to its grandeur, but she didn't want to just have it done to where you could actually tell. So she spent a great amount of time.
I mean, obviously this is a big focal point, like of the house.
Oh.
So after the Shakespeare
sure.
bust, I think coming up the stairs, right? So,
yes.
All right. So
I mean, just the whole grand scale of it, and when you paint these, what you're painting with is nothing but gray. Okay, that's it, gray. It's not until after it's fired and comes out of the kiln that the color is revealed.
Oh, wow.
So when it came back, a phone call came back into the owner saying, listen, the bid that I gave you, I can't repair it for that cost if we're going to match it. But with this church type of glass, it's fired 8 to 12 times to get this. Quality glass is fired anywhere from 14 to 20 times. But the individual at the Metropolitan Museum of Art informed her that this is absolutely the finest stained glass they've ever had come through them because it was fired 28 times. So what does that mean? It means that when they replaced this face, when they painted it, they fired it. And then they did it again and fired it. And as you're putting these different layers on there, what you're doing is getting depth to the face. It really starts to come live, the shadows, the eyes. So let's say you get to firing number 18. If it cracks and breaks, you have to start over. So the fact that this went through 28 firings is really something that I am so glad that I am standing in the presence of the finest pieces of pictorial stained glass in the United States, and it's in this home. Very exciting, very exciting. Up above me, up above the pictorials, you're going to see the pattern of two eyes and the eyebrows of owls. So that above day and night is a pattern that, as you can see, continues through. Okay, let's head up into the library. This is another beautiful room, the stained glass, which is on the southern side of the house. Gets a tremendous amount of light. It is just something to behold. When that sun hits that, the party that's dancing on the walls in here is just really something beautiful. Again, the furniture that decorates in here, something that has never been shared. Every single piece of art, furniture, rugs, goes with this house. Everything. So take a look at some of the furniture that's in here, just so you can get an idea of the quality of pieces that are in this home. I really wanted you to be able to see the stained glass that's in here. Bigger one that you see in the center, it's that type of glass that creates that fireball that went across the room that you saw in the time lapse. So that's them. There's a number of them in here. Every single piece has it. And it's really something that's just beautiful. All times of seasons, different effects, different story. Okay, let's head in here. Go out in the hallway. I just wanted to stop real quick on top of the railings and stuff. Just looking at the craftsmanship that's in there, it really is a unique banister. But you have this beautiful view of the stained glass every morning coming out this wall with that morning sun, especially in the winter months, is just really something beautiful. Come with me down here. This is personally me, this is my favorite painting in the house. This guy has like this camelback trunk that he's pushing up on the beach, as almost as if they have grounded and they got themselves into some troubles. I would say that it's probably 4x5.
So it's a big piece.
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's a beautiful piece. Again, down here at the end, you've got cabinets, you've got some nice pieces in there. Stained glass up there, all of the artwork that's in here, it's just really something beautiful. Got Shakespeare, that theme prevailing throughout the house. You've got this frosted glass square panels. It's a little bit different than the other glasses pieces that you find that's been constructed in the stained glass. Very nice piece. In here, you have the dressing room. Beautiful built-in pieces. Just love how they're rounded. They're just so masculine. I just love it. Painted paneling that's on here. So as we wrap up the Verona room, we're going to head across the hall right now to the Romeo and Juliet suite. Wow. Look at this place. You know, just as Romeo and Juliet is one of the most beloved plays of Shakespeare, this also is one of the most beloved rooms here at the Shakespeare Chateau. You come in here, you feel very special. You know, you've got the soaker tub, you've got a very nice, comfortable bed that looks at the 3 stained glasses. All of the wood that's in here is walnut. You've got an arch that is completely fluted. You've got bullseyes in here. Then it brings us to the main centerpiece of this room, which is the 3 pieces of stained glass reflecting 3 different types of flowers. soft, very welcoming room. You're going to notice right off the bat just the color in here. It's a very soft, very welcoming color. If you are someone who's visiting the bed and breakfast, you have this light that comes through in the afternoon, the evening, stained glass. One thing I will say about this stained glass is, even though it is not one of the more ornate pieces in the house, it has the perfect wall to shine on. This stained glass really was designed to shine on walls that doesn't have very intricate wallpaper. And to have that, and again, throughout the day, what we find is that that stained glass tells a different story. Just by way of review, everything that you see in the room, it comes with this particular house. The bed, the walnut dressers, the walnut love seat, the corner seating here, this 1676 painting, all of this comes with the home. And I think it is worth noting to an individual who's very interested in this house that it comes fully stocked. This is not a spec house at all.
Right.
This suite is the Merchant of Venice. This is the room that I would stay in if I would be requesting this, looking on the webpage, looking at it. Okay, coming back through the common area leads us to the last and final suite up here on the third floor. Is the Midsummer Night.
I bet you could have good dreams in there.
You probably could. You probably could, after rummaging throughout the whole town and, you know, building up a appetite and getting tired. As you can see, this room has a touch of Orient design in it. Headboard artwork in there, a lot of good conversation pieces in here. Alicia, this is a great piece here. Just take a look at this real quick. It almost looks like a trunk, but it's actually a dresser. Then through this passage, we've got another room, smaller twin size bed, very warm. I just love it. Is this just so welcoming?
Wonderful.
I probably would stay in this one too. I do like it. It's kind of my style.
Yeah.
It is. It's very...
Like, there's so much to look at in here and check out.
There is. Over here, even though I probably won't open, there is a Murphy bed right here. So that helps in case you've got, you know, more kids than beds. You know, 10 little...
You often can't stay in a B&B when you have a family. So this suite allows you... Is there a little refrigerator in there?
There is.
So
There
you
is.
could have
Right
snacks
here,
or
right here.
leftovers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sink, microwave, coffee
This is
maker.
wonderful.
Most of the rooms have coffee makers. As we bring the tour to an end to an absolute masterpiece home, I would love nothing more than to have you join me here in the wine cellar. It's quiet, it's peaceful, the lighting is very nice, it's calming. There is a great supply of wine there. And with that being said, what you see in this room right now is the brainchild of the owner. It is so eclectic. It is so cool. You've got the ticking of the clock, you've got a chessboard, you've got all of these antlers behind me, and if you look closely, there's a lot of shenanigans in here, but it is done so tastefully, even at this level. right down here in the basement. They have done so good with this room. William Shakespeare once said, "I would give up all fame for a pot of ale and safety." And even though there's no ale down here, we do have wine, and it just happens to be the house special. Alicia, do you want to join me?
I'd love to.
So no detail is left undone. Even the wine is a nod to the bard.